I think it's very important for the police force here in North Yorkshire to have some stability around their leadership. So this is the main reason why I think we need to progress this process as rapidly as possible. The process will be extremely thorough and it will be very robust, and it will be conducted transparently. So I'm going to draw up a panel of people who will also help draw up the criteria and process for the selection of the Chief Constable, because I think it's very important that that process is seen to be inclusive and involves the right people in that process. That will be the first stage, will be to draw up the panel. If there are anybody out there who feels that they have the suitable qualification to be the independent member on this panel, and there are some clear stipulations around what the requirements for that, then we will be placing an advertisement and we will be seeking people to come forward for that. And then we will publish a timetable for that process, with the objective of concluding the appointment by the end of March next year. The second thing I also just wanted to highlight, because it came up particularly I think in some of Radio York's interviews, was this issue of speed cameras and speed vans. And there is a document that is published on the website at the moment, so you can go and have a look at that, about a proposal for some additional speed cameras, and that will be one of the first decisions. Not cameras, sorry, vans. Please be clear, speed vans. Everybody's cringing at the back there for speed vans, which will be made on Wednesday. And finally, I've already made a couple of other decisions. In particular, I wanted to draw your attention to a small matter, but I hope is indicative of the way that I will go about things, in that the Police and Crime Commissioner and the police are overseen by an Audit Committee, and I was asked to approve the structure of that Audit Committee, but I've also seek to change the terms of that, in that I have asked that it be a purely voluntary role with no paid allowances, which is in line with other public sector partners, and that has saved around £8,000. I really understand that this is a big issue in Harrogate, and we came up in the discussion with victims earlier on this morning, and it was also raised at the Harrogate Neighbourhood Watch meeting, and it's also been raised through the communications that I've had. I have already raised this with the relevant people at North Yorkshire County Council, and at the Harrogate Neighbourhood Watch meeting there was a discussion about it there, and the police are going to very closely monitor some of the impact of that decision to see if it has had any impact in terms of crime, and the County Council are very willing to look at that and to make sure that there are not some serious and unintended consequences of that policy. So I think there's a way forward with this, which I would look to try and help progress. Yes, and the police have done some excellent work around potential options for Newby Wiske Hall, which include a new northern base for Police HQ, as well as other options. So that is something that is very much a live issue and is on the table and will be considered very carefully, and a further announcement will be made on that in due course.